All right, then. So on the program this morning, we're looking at ocean conservation and the imperatives for sustainable marine ecosystem in Nigeria. Joining me on the phone line this morning, I have Williams Bamikole Akanbi. He's Director, International Ocean Institute, IOI. It's nice to have you join us. Good morning, Mr. Akanbi.
Good morning, Lagos.
And how are you doing?
To all Muslim people. Can you hear me well?
The line is a bit shaky, but of course, let's see how we can manage that. I don't know.
Hello, good morning, Lagos.
Yeah, it's much better now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, it's better.
Okay.
Right.
I'm just trying to greet Lagosians. Good morning, Lagos. Baraka de Salah to all Muslim faithfuls. And happy holiday to everyone.
Great.
It's nice being on this program. Thank you very much.
I hope you're not on the waterways.
No. I'm also in the holiday mood.
Okay, good. All right. So, Akanbi, I know we've had a chat with you earlier in the year. That was around April, albeit very, very short. But for points of emphasis, what do you do at the International Ocean Institute?
Okay. International Ocean Institute is an international organization. The headquarters is based in Malta. And we have centers all over the world that try to disseminate and do activities relating to the marine environment in various regions of the world. IOI Nigeria Center is one center that is to oversee activities and disseminate and train, do research for West Africa sub-region. For Africa, we have 4 centers. We have IOI South Africa, IOI Egypt, IOI Kenya, and IOI Nigeria. Each one overseeing activities of the North, East, West, and South, and Southern Africa.
Right. So how long has this institute been on? How long has it been in existence?
International Ocean Institute itself as a body has been in existence since 1972. But IOI Nigeria was established with an MOU with Nigerian Institute for Oceanography and Marine Research in year 2002.
Right.
So we celebrated 50 years about 3 years ago, and we are still going strong.
Okay, then. That sounds pretty good. So now, is it an institute where people can come and learn and get certified as well, or you guys are just based on research alone?
No. Nigerian Institute for Oceanography is based for research alone, but we are like as an NGO, a good advocate of matters that relate to the ocean, particularly in terms of governance, in terms of importance, and in terms of ocean literacy. We also we delve into issue of education, research, and enlightenment programs for the public. So because we IOI mandate and mission aligns well with Nigerian Institute for Oceanography and Nigerian Institute for Oceanography and Marine Research. That is why they came together to have an MOU, and the center is domiciled within the Nigerian Institute for Oceanography and Marine Research because we have overlapping mandate that oversees activities that relate to the marine environment.
All right. Okay. And
so we work together.
Yes. So, and you guys can only be sited in Lagos for now. Is that the case?
Yes, we are here in Lagos, but we have a lot of outreach programs that we used to do from time to time. Like we used to do a lot of ocean literacy program activities, particularly in the southwest and the south-south. But fortunately, last year we got some funds. We were able to go to Kano in order to propagate the ocean literacy because the ocean touches everybody, wherever you may be located.
Right.
So far, even in the Arctic, in the real desert, the ocean touches you. So we try to go around. It is because of funding and logistics, but fortunately last year we were able to move to North Central, which is Kano State. We're still planning, and possibly through cooperation and collaboration, we may go to every geographical zone. Geopolitical zone. There's another thing we do also. There is a training that we do, which is called Ocean Academy Training Course. It's a free online course. And that one we were able to reach directly everybody in the West Africa sub-region, and even a lot of people from Pakistan, from Sudan, from India, from US, Canada were able to join.
Right.
These are programs that we do in order to disseminate information about the ocean and provide the real facts that is available out there.
Okay. All right.
The best available knowledge.
Yeah. So since we're talking about the ocean now, for those who might not be very much aware, what body of water is the ocean, and how different is it from other water bodies?
Well, when you look at, if you are, whether you're a geography student or anybody, when you look at the picture of the globe, you see that many parts of it are color blue. And that region is the ocean, and it is the largest body of water. It covers about 71% of the Earth's surface, so the remaining being the land. And it's also responsible, and it's interconnected with almost all the rivers in the world, because there is this interconnection, because it regulates even the freshwater body that we have within the world. So it's the biggest water body, and technically, if I just want to define here, the ocean is the largest entity as we know, but sometimes we interchangeably use it with ocean. We will say ocean and sea. Technically, the ocean is the largest body, while seas, they are inland extension of the ocean. That is area where the ocean extends into land. Hence, you have the Mediterranean Sea, you have the Black Sea, you have the Barents Sea, and some other seas.
Right.
So these are just the technical definition that separate the main largest water body from the sea. But interchangeably we use it, but at least just for information and just for clarification.
Right.
Ocean is different from the sea.
So how many oceans do we have in the world today?
We have only one ocean. Before now, even while I was in university, I was told that there were 5 oceans.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, the best available knowledge tells us that there is just one ocean, because if we say there are 5 oceans, it means we'll be looking at, we'll be imagining the ocean to be different from each other.
Right.
But there's just one ocean that are interconnected. But so as of this moment, the best available knowledge and description is that there is one ocean, but we have 5 basins, 5 ocean basins. And these are starting from the largest to the smallest.
Okay.
You have the Pacific Ocean, which is the Pacific Ocean Basin.
Yeah.
You have the Atlantic Ocean Basin. You have the Indian Ocean Basin. You have the South Atlantica or Southern Ocean Basin, and then you have the Arctic Ocean, which is the smallest.
Okay.
So but the best available knowledge for ocean literacy purpose is that there is only one, because from Lagos now I can circumvent. I can circumnavigate the whole world.
Okay.
I can go around the whole world and come back to Lagos. So there is just one ocean, but we have different basins, ocean basins.
So how rich is the ocean? Because a lot of times when we talk about the blue economy, when we talk about marine and all of that, the word that, most of you who are technical people in that regard, the word you use is that the ocean is very, very rich. How rich? Talk to me, William Akanbi.
The first thing is that I mentioned the ocean is the largest thing. And also, it is also the largest thing that, let me put it, I used to say is the largest aquarium, where it has the highest biodiversity in terms of quantity and quality. In terms of, and then when you divide the resources, if we divide the resources into living and non-living, the living ones are the ones that can reproduce. In terms of the living ones, at least we now have fishery-dependent economy. You have a lot of people, a lot of resources, most of the food that we eat come from fisheries. Then in terms of non-living, Nigeria is an example of a country that depends largely on the non-living resources, the oil and gas. And even there are many other resources like the manganese nodules and things like that that are there, that are used for some of the, as a basis for most of the industries that we have. Even recently, we are now discovering that there is a lot of genetic resources in terms, and and then some chemical compounds that are both from natural and organism that are used in pharmaceuticals, that are used for for pharmaceutical and even medical treatment, some promising drugs in cancer treatment, some good products for pharmaceuticals and cosmetics from the ocean. So the ocean is very vast, and any country that has a shoreline, that has a shore with an ocean, is usually regarded as a coastal state, and many of them are very richer than those that are landlocked, that are not touching the sea.
So,
because most of the economy, they have ports, they have, they can easily import, in terms of transport, in terms of importation and things like that, exportation. So it's ocean provides an enormous benefit for any country that has opportunity to touch it and to harness it.
Right.
And to harness it. Thank you.
Okay then. So what are the most pressing issues that is facing our oceans today? Let's touch that on, especially with Nigeria. Which of the basins cut across Nigeria? Is it the Pacific or the Atlantic Ocean basin?
We are bordered by Atlantic Ocean.
Okay. So what are the most pressing?
We are bordered by Atlantic.
Yes.
Atlantic Ocean basin. Sorry, I still make the mistake, but at least something that we are trying to correct.
Right. So what are the most pressing issues facing the oceans as we speak today?
Well, there are so many issues that the ocean is facing, and one important one is the issue of pollution. Another one is the issue of overexploitation of both the living and non-living resources, and in terms of effect of greenhouse gases that is now affecting the carbon dynamics, carbon cycle of the world, and we are now. As a result of that, so many things are now coming as pertinent to it, and these are mostly as a result of human-generated or human impact, or what we call anthropogenic problems. Before now, we used to believe that the ocean is just the very vast thing that cannot be exhausted. But with increase in human population and with advancement in technology, we now see that most of the activities that we are doing, particularly in the last 50, 60 years, is astronomically impacting the ocean.
Right.
And we can now see we are having the problem of climate change. Whether you believe it or not, at least there are circumstantial there are factual evidence, I know, but there are some circumstantial evidences that are available now that can prove that the climate is changing. It's becoming hotter. When I was in secondary school, primary school, cardigan was part of my uniform. But right now, I can go with just a shirt and a knicker around the whole world, and even at some time I have to pull it off because the heat is getting too hot.
Okay.
So these are circumstantial evidence. And we also have the problem of pollution too. Is one of the unique things that we need to really talk about, because we consume, and as we are consuming, both the industry and individuals or the group of humans, we consume both raw materials and then things that we use for us.
Okay,
and
just
this
a second.
is now affecting us because we now generate waste from it.
Right. All right. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. This is Maritime Today, and I have William Bamikole Akanbi, who is on the program. We're looking at ocean conservation and imperatives for sustainable marine ecosystem in Nigeria. I think I have a call. Hello there.
Yeah, hello. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. What's your name?
My name is Sheyi.
Sheyi, how are you doing?
I'm very good.
All right. What's your contribution? We're talking about the oceans, by the way. Have you ever been to any of the oceans before?
From afar.
Or you watch it on TV?
Yeah, I have from afar.
All right. Sheyi, what's
I
your
would
question?
advise you to go to a beach. Sorry. I would advise you to go to a beach. There are so many benefits that you can derive from going to a beach.
All right.
Not only spiritual, but there are more benefits.
All right. So, Sheyi, what's your question or what's your contribution? He's gone. Oh, all right. Sheyi, if you can reconnect, I thought you wanted to ask a question, but we'll go on a short break. And of course, when we return, we'll find out. Tomorrow is World Ocean Day. What is the Institute doing? And how can we mark that day in Nigeria? And if you have any questions or concerns for my guests, feel free to reach us on 08099 120-777.
Nigerian Shippers Council Day to serve you well. No matter the problem, we go solve them for you. Yes, so the Nigerian Shippers Council they feel in a parole now for every level, and as soon as goods they move from port A go enter port B with a measure within on a needle. For the Nigerian Shippers Council, we don't sharp proper to fit hear you wella, work with you wella, and help you fit serve your customers them better, no matter where them day. As we country port economic regulator, the Nigerian Shippers Council get every now to fit make government consider the problem where shippers them they face. Visit we office for number 4 or to buy your daily show your daily. Papa email us for nsc@shipperscouncil.gov.ng. We website now www.shipperscouncil.gov.ng. Allow us on top 0818-888-8895 or 0703-584-6468. For you we dey Nigerian Shippers Council with the meeting now for the port of need.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Maritime Today is the program, and I still have with me on the phone line this morning Bamikole Akanbi, Director, International Ocean Institute. And this morning we're reflecting on ocean conservation and the imperatives for a sustainable marine ecosystem in Nigeria. Back to the roads, we can tell you most of those areas we're covering still looking pretty good. Lagos Abeokuta Expressway, very much in good shape. If you're coming in from Dokpemu, connecting Ile-Zik down to National, that entire stretch is still looking good, even though it's gradually building up, but no major worries. From there, inwards Oshodi, also looking pretty good as well. All right, so William Akanbi, tomorrow is World Ocean Day. Talk to me. What's the essence of the World Ocean Day?
Okay, the United Nations in, I think, around 2009, established the World Ocean Day, and you might have heard of other days dedicated to highlight the importance and the significance of a particular. I think last week, Friday or Thursday on the 5th was World Environment Day, but June 8th is especially dedicated for World Ocean Day. It is a day just to highlight the importance of the ocean in terms of what the ocean is doing for us, and also to highlight what we are now doing to the ocean, particularly that is some of the impacts that we humans, that we are causing to the ocean. And at the end of the day is to ensure sustainability, so that by understanding the importance, our action.
Okay, just a second. Just a second. I think I have another caller on the line. Hello there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still Shay.
Oh, Shay, you're back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to ask that how can we everyday Nigerians, especially young people, how can we get involved in ocean conservation?
Okay. Everyday Nigerians.
I didn't hear that.
Yes.
Okay, he's saying how can the everyday Nigerian get involved in ocean conservation? That's what he's saying.
Well, first you need to be ready to acquire knowledge and also get to sources where you can get information. And one of the sources is the International Ocean Institute or Nigerian Institute for Oceanography. Nigerian Institute for Oceanography is a government-established agency that is working so well to provide scientific data into the ocean climate as it is. But IOI is an organization. You can get in touch with us, we are based in Nigerian Institute for Oceanography and Marine Research in Yoma, Victoria Island, where we also do advocacy and knowledge extension to everybody, because everybody needs to be aware. And as I said, wherever you are, the ocean touches you. So if you get in touch with us, we are based in Victoria Island. You can get in touch with us. I think I can provide some number. We have a WhatsApp group. You can also tell it on LinkedIn. IOI Nigeria. There is IOI International Ocean Institute, which is the headquarters, LinkedIn, but there is International Ocean Institute Nigeria. But we have a WhatsApp group. I will call the number possibly by the end of the program, where you can join, and there you can easily relate with us. And most of the activities that we are doing, you can easily get. Very soon now, I think before the end of next month, we are going to do ocean literacy course.
Okay, all right.
It's going to be about. Let me just say, it's about learning about tradition and the science of ocean.
All right. There's some questions coming in here for you. This one says, good morning, Traffic Radio. In what ways is ocean health directly linked to our national economy and food security? Sheon Ibrahim, one of the very regulars on this program. Sheon, thank you so much. So is there any connection between the health of the ocean and food security, or perhaps the economy, so to say?
Yeah. I think I've already mentioned before, the ocean sustain most of the economies of the world in terms of food, in terms of transportation, in terms of export, import, in terms of so many things. Tourism. The ocean is a mainstay for many of the countries that have it. That borders any of the ocean. Okay. So. But the only thing we are now trying to emphasize is that because we have a belief that we can just continue to tap these resources, and we have been tapping. But the tapping or the extraction, we are now harming the ocean. And by harming the ocean, eventually we are going to be harming, and we are already harming ourselves.
Is the ocean complaining?
So that is
Mr. Akanbi, is the ocean complaining?
Yes,
is it complaining?
Yes, because you cannot see that. You cannot see that we are not having extreme weather everywhere. There is a problem of what is called ocean acidification, where most of the carbon dioxide that are being absorbed into the ocean, and is making the ocean to be more acidic. Now, by becoming more acidic, because when you know there is what is called the pH scale, where you have a medium, either basic or acidic. Ocean is basic, but it's now becoming more acidic. And because it contains it's more basic, containing some calcium, iron that most of the animals are using to make their shells. Mm-hmm. They are losing their shells. And if they are losing their shells, it means we are losing most of the resources that we depend on, and some of the food that we depend on, that we depend on directly or indirectly, we are harming it. So we are harming ourselves. In terms of weather, extreme weather, you can now hear of more of hurricane, more tremendous one. I think even recently, I listened yesterday, the coast of Florida and some of the areas, they are now being. We now have what is called alga bloom as a result of one brown algae called sargassum. The beaches are becoming a nuisance, and then it's becoming unhealthy because the smell. And it's because of most of the nutrients that are coming from the land. From land sources, probably. From the rivers and so on. These algae are plants.
All right. So quickly, let's start affecting us. Yes, let's quickly take some more reactions before we round off the program. This one says, "Good morning, Traffic Radio. What roles does plastic waste play in damaging our marine life?" Kelechi is sending that one in. Thank you so much. Another one here says, "Hello, Traffic Radio. Are oil spills still as big of a threat as they were in the past, especially in the Niger Delta area?" You didn't put your name, but thank you so much. Another one here says, "Mr. Akanbi, if nothing changes..." Another one here says...
question I didn't really get.
Oh, the second question is talking about...
I got the one on plastic.
Yeah, so the second one is talking about oil spills. Oil spills. Is it still
oil spill? Okay.
Yeah, is it a big threat in the past as it is now? Another one says, "Mr. Akanbi, if nothing changes, what will our oceans look like 10 or 20 years from now?" Bayo from Arekbu. All right, so can you just answer this just in 30 seconds because we have little time.
Okay. Concerning the plastic waste has become a problem. And it's become. The problem is growing. One is a public nuisance. It affects the marine life. I'll give you an example. Some of these nylon, like nylon for bread, they look like jellyfishes. Both our sea turtles they feed mostly on jellyfishes, and when nylon is floating in water, they mistake it as jellyfish.
It's damaging the ecosystem.
It's damage, because
all right. So quickly.
Okay.
Quickly. The second question: oil spills.
Then the oil and gas.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to the best of my knowledge, I believe there are much more concerted effort about oil spills, because now I'm aware now there is a very strong monitoring of pipeline vandalization and things like that.
Right.
So I believe that the oil spill is reducing than before.
Okay.
And the third one, I didn't get that.
Yeah. So the third one was also talking about. Let me go back to that. Okay. So the third one was looking at. Okay, let me open that file now. All right. So the third one was talking about, it says, if nothing changes, what will our oceans look like in the next 10 or 20 years?
If nothing changes, one, the Earth temperature is going to increase astronomically, as we have known. Now, as I said, the ocean regulates the Earth temperature.
Let's just round off. Because of time now. Williams.
It's going to affect.
Right, so Williams Akanbi, what will be happening tomorrow, or perhaps are there any ways to be marking the World Ocean Day quickly?
Yes, tomorrow there's just going to be a press release, but on Wednesday there's going to be a public lecture where we're going to talk about an area that we are trying to, which is called the area beyond national jurisdiction. Every country has an area where it is entitled to them, but there's an area where we call no man's land. But it has now become everybody's land now. It's no more in no man's land. Then we are going to have some art exhibition by some school children. We are going to have exhibition too by some of the recyclers, because we're also promoting circular economy.
Okay.
And we're going to have some cultural dance. And we're also using this opportunity also to create the awareness of the United Nations Ocean Conference coming up in France, starting on Monday, 9th to 13th.
All right, we have to leave
it at that now. It's also talking about sustainability and about the problem that are happening to our ocean.
All right, we'll leave it at that for now. It's nice having you join us on the program. Thank you so much for connecting with us.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. I'm happy to be here, and everyone that has listened in and contribute, I really appreciate it.
All right, then.
Have a wonderful holiday.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so we've been able to reflect on ocean conservation and imperatives for a sustainable marine ecosystem in Nigeria. He is Williams Bamikole Akanbi, who's the director, International Ocean Institute, and he's been talking to us this morning. We have to go. The program has been produced by Mike James. Maximum shout out going out to Dayo Anthony, Emmanuel Dineye, also in the building. Rebecca Adamu is Assistant Director, Public Relations for the Nigerian Shippers Council. And let me say a big thank you to Okpeyemi Shodunke. Same for our executive producer, Tayo Akonle. My name is Victor Oteri. Have a splendid weekend. Bye.